Salvations to everyone in the collective. I hope I found everybody good, peaceful energy. Wherever you are in this crazy world, I pray that y'all are staying warm and protected and staying prayed up and finding yourself in as much peace as you can possibly have in whatever is going on around you. I love y'all support. I love that y'all come and tune in and tap into the channel. I like the likes, the shares, the subscriptions. I love everybody that donates. And even if you can't donate monetarily, just your watching and your viewing is enough donation and support for me. I ask that you continue to come back. And if you came back and are a returning watcher, viewer, subscriber, I hope I said something that brought some type of interest, awareness to your life wherever you are in your journey. If you are new to the channel, y'all stick around. I may say something that you like. I am always going to be extremely blunt as possible and extremely transparent as possible. I like to give out the messages. I don't do this. Well, it is fun. This is fun for me. I like doing this, y'all. But nonetheless, I give out y'all the messages, especially touching on the uncomfortable subjects to allow y'all to come out of your comfort zone, to shed some old layers in skin here, that will allow you to broaden your horizon, your perspective here, to go on daring adventures, take leaps of faith that you never thought that you could before. And this is just by me being transparent and, speaking from the heart space here. Again, very bluntly. Nonetheless, I give out messages of truth, clarity, and awareness. We don't do confusion over here on this channel. If we find that any messages, or if I find that any messages are confusing, I will always try to clarify to the best of my ability to make people enter and overstand in whatever your walk of life is or your path is. Okay. Never try to make a message fit, as this is a general message, as all messages are, most messages are. When you try to make a message fit, you just cause confusion in your life. And that's the last thing that we want over here on this channel. We want to focus on healing, evolving, and growing and ascension. Okay. I know that for the bulk of you in the collective, you are just as tired of things going the way that they have been, no matter where you're coming from, what you have, what you don't have. You are tired of things being the same and there not being enough change to allow you to break out of conformities, standards, and norms here, and even your shell. Okay. So that's what we like to focus on over here on this channel. I don't know the messages that are going to come out. I just give them as I can here. It's not always easy being like myself here. It's never been easy for me. But nonetheless, I do I do like taking the risk of giving y'all out the messages, and the messages be crazy. Trust me, they be loud sometimes. But I do like taking the risk here, because if I don't do it, who's going to do it? Okay. Somebody got to make people feel uncomfortable and then allow you to feel so uncomfortable where you no longer fear the unnormal or the unknown here or the unseen. Okay. So it's my goal. We're going to go ahead and get into the messages. I'm going to clear the energy here. Ancestors are my highest good. Archangels are my highest good. Protectors, guardians, guardian angels are my highest good. Spirit guides, spirit team, universe, as well as the Most High God source and my higher self. I thank y'all. Come to y'all too in a energy of gratitude and appreciation for the trials and tribulations, for the balance, for the restoration, for the protection, for the spiritual gifts, knowledge, wisdom, for the healing abilities, for allowing me to dare to be different here, and allowing me to be courageous enough to be transparent with the collective and give out the messages. Thank you for keeping my heart space open at any and all given times through whatever it is that I go through. And I greatly appreciate that. Please remove any and all negative and low vibrational energy that is not of my highest good, including all sources and forces and energies that I know not of, that I see not of, that are not of my highest good, to make room and pave the way for high vibrational energy that allows me to see the unseen, know the unknown, and tap in and dive in deep as you would like for me to go, to give out the messages to the collective and bring awareness to them as well as to myself. So, Ashe, so mote it be and so it is. So there's a main male. This could be a mature man. that is getting a message of concern here. This person is in despair. I didn't see message of concern, but I seen that this person is in despair because this person is learning that they could go to prison for something that they did with the main female that's a false person, and they are being found out by a community here. Hi. Is it Baku Toure? Ciao. Yeah, because of something that they did concerning a family here. This could be like a family talk, family chit chat. This could have been a discussion here that was taken back to somebody, possibly to an official here, about some type of sudden wealth here and how they stole it here with the thief energy. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, ancestors of my highest good, please give me this message as clearly as possible. Somebody's name could be like Adam or Abraham. Who? Mustafa. Somebody took a journey here, or somebody is trying to flee the country here. Yeah, they're in despair for some type of journey that they took to go and work with somebody, possibly to a practitioner here, or possibly even to somebody whose job it is to oversee some type of great fortune here. Okay, that main male who's a mature man and a main female that's a false person work together to steal from someone here, and they are being found out by a community that they are both false people here, or that somebody is a false person in this energy here. Yeah, after somebody's death here, somebody took a journey to go and, man, this is even giving me the energy with that journey and that coffee here and adjudication here and false person. I cannot make it up. So this is giving me the energy like, let's say somebody is like the long lost grandchild or long lost relative or long distance relative of a person that has a lot of wealth here, and this person was guided by the divine to leave a great fortune here to a possibly a spiritual being, a divine being, a chosen one. And people with that family room, people in this person's, it could be a masculine, divine feminine, and divine masculine. Their family had a discussion about this person leaving all this money and this wealth to this divine being here. And it's like the family got together and discussed and had one of the other family members pretend to be this divine feminine or divine masculine here in order to steal this fortune here. They could have even showed up to this person's funeral and pretended to be the divine feminine or divine masculine. Story for later days. Story for later days. Okay. Who is that? Black Sid 498. Story for later days here. This there's something here about a courtship. This could be like a fake courtship here. Somebody could have pretended to be married to a divine masculine or a divine feminine and then took a false person on a journey with them to this person's funeral here to pretend to be like the long lost relative of so they can steal this great fortune here, this sudden wealth. Somebody is going to prison. They know that. Yeah. Because there's some type of official person that has been put up to the task of finding out what it is that's going on in this situation. Something that's fishy here. Okay. Something is real fishy here. Okay. And this sudden wealth is involving possibly a house here. I'm sorry. Adjudication about a house here. So this could be like a house that's real old or something that's like in a family or something like that. And this house could be like real old. It could have like a lot of like, it could be like an ancient site or something close to that. And a false person took it. But this false person is no longer able to pretend to be a false person here. Distant horizon here. Somebody did take a journey. This house could be like overseas or something like that, since I am in the U.S. for those of you that may be out of the country here. Yeah. Yeah, and then not only that, they stole this money and left the person that the great fortune belongs to. They left them in poverty. Like how sloppy is that? Thinking that they were going to get this person in bad health or something like that, and be able to take this house or this great fortune, but that didn't work out. It never does. It never does. It never does. Yeah, wealthy man, community, and change. A community is aware that somebody changed the will or somebody finagled with the will of a wealthy man here. Okay. I mean, geez. Yeah, they stole this. I'm telling you. From somebody was supposed to be a privileged lady from the time that they were a child here. Somebody would have been set from the time that they were a child here from this unexpected income here, and then somebody stole it. Somebody worked hard and put their whole thoughts into it, into stealing whatever this is, this main male. Okay. All these cards are turned around. Okay, so let me get two more since these all fell on the floor. Yeah, thief is right there. Distant horizon. Somebody thought they was going to run off with this person's great fortune and nobody would notice. Or by the time that people notice that it was a false person that claimed this fortune here, this great fortune, that these two would be like gone in the wind and stuff, change their names, living somewhere else, nice and plush. Yeah, off this great fortune. Yep, they really thought that they were going to be set for life off of somebody's stolen inheritance, off of this unexpected income. Yep, through some type of fake marriage here. They going to prison. Can't make it up. About this great fortune. Can't make it up. Huh. Toil and labor. Somebody going to be put on a chain gang. And chain gangs do still exist. I live in the South. They still do chain gangs. Yep, about the unexpected. These people work hard to steal this. Like there was a lot of thought put into it by a whole bunch of clown ass people that came together. Okay, because when 5 clowns put their heads together, they think that equals 1 genius, but it just equals 5 clowns. They don't know the math. Endings are here. Endings are here. Somebody could be sick here about this house. Unexpected income. Journey that they took this journey to go on. Yeah. To leave somebody else in poverty out of their own great fortune and home. Wow. And have this person always working here, or they worked hard. I don't know what this is. Yeah, this main male, he keep coming up. Whomever he is. This is somebody that looks, acts like, walks like, talks like, plays the part, but they not really. This is a bum ass nigga, you know. Yeah, who fake married somebody and then took a false person in to pretend to be that person because they thought that because it was done at a distance, nobody would find out about it, even if this is done overseas. I'm pretty sure that adjudication works a little bit different, but when it comes to great fortune, let's say that the long distance relative that left this person, left the divine being this money, they live overseas in another country, and their adjudication works differently there. But if the receiving beneficiary lives in the United States or in a different country, they would have to apply international trust laws and will laws and stuff like that in order to make sure that it is distributed properly. Identification is done properly here. Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. International law is applying here. And because this is an international crime here, yeah, from a wealthy man here. This person could be internationally known here. This person has created a name for himself, created a way for himself to become this wealthy man here, and they change something. Okay, so if international laws apply and these people have broken international laws, that means that these people, they would be, no matter where they go, they would be able to be extradited, except for some places where they might have where these countries might be like non-Hague countries or sovereign countries here. Extradition laws may not apply in these particular laws here, but there are ways around something. There's something here about a House committee here, House committee about this high honor masculine here, or a high honor committee. This could be the International Society of, I don't know, Bankers Association. I don't know what this is, bro. I don't know what this is. Okay. IMF, International Money Fund, International IMFT, IMTF, International Transfer Money Fund, something like that. Oh, laws. Yeah, these people are not a part of the community, okay? Or they couldn't get a community, they couldn't sway their community, a community their way. Somebody in this community, let's say the community is this wealthy man who passed away, that they're his like family members or something like that, or even people are part of his like his work, his career, his whatever his background is. These are people who have known this person for a long time. Somebody, their suspicions were raised about this false person and about this main male. Somebody's suspicions were raised, okay? They didn't believe that these people were who they say that they were. Okay, somebody's suspicions were raised, and they are also connected to people that are official, people that can go over, they can jump over into different jurisdictions here, even if it's different countries here. This person could be like, well, like high honor is here. High honor is here. So somebody has the ability to go into different jurisdictions here. They may even have connections with people high up in different jurisdictions that can look into stuff from their points of view or from their country, providing their laws here as well, and see how they if they may cancel one out or the other out here. There's something fishy here, and somebody's eyebrows was raised about this false person. Oh, okay. Shucks to be damned. So somebody going to prison for this. This is an international crime here. Somebody could work in this a wealthy man. He could have worked in aviation here. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Community in the reverse to the despair. I'm telling you, somebody antennas went up. As soon as these people showed up, somebody was like, nah, I don't think I don't think them people. Something not right here. It could have been somebody acting real weird, real funny, real fidgety here. And yeah, when they was trying to change something, this official person, I'm telling you, this official person was like, nah, something ain't right here. This official person could have even questioned this false person here, this main male, could have questioned them or asked them a series of questions that made them be on, open their peaky blinders that this person was suspicious of them here. This person was asking them suspicious questions. Yeah, message of concern. I can't make it up. Yeah, these people going to prison, and there's an official person that's on these people's ass. This is what he do for his work. Somebody could be a bounty hunter, like an international bounty hunter here. And this person could be in these people's community. Yep, it's just too much. Yeah, they realized that this main male was not the lover of this child that was supposed to be a privileged lady. That the money didn't go to that child here. That the adjudication was rigged here, or that something didn't go right in court here. I'm telling you. And these people did not expect that with that toil and labor in the reverse here. They did not expect that. They did not expect that they weren't going to be able to change something. This is even giving me like where two people show up and pretend to be the beneficiaries, or one person pretends to be the beneficiary of wealth or something that was passed down to a person, but they don't want to, like, they tried to change something, and this is where they fucked up at. These people went overseas or went somewhere where the laws apply differently, and they tried to change something, possibly a bank account numbers. They tried to change how something was paid out. They tried to change the beneficiaries thereof. They added a beneficiary possibly. So they changed something. And it may, whoever they change it to, the official person could be like a banker here. It could be a trust fund lawyer. This could be an estate lawyer or something like that here. This could also be like an officer of the court. They changed something, and this raised suspicions here. Okay? This raised suspicions. Ace of Swords, true. Somebody's name could be David. Ace of Swords, truth about this devilish ass couple. I'm telling, man, bro, the Ace of Swords came right back out. I did have the devil there, but I guess not. Yeah, these people tried to change something. They tried to they tried to change the wording of how this money was paid out. This is like a revision. But this is like, let's say two people are from America, right? And they go to like Switzerland or Sweden, or I don't know where the hell these people went. But, you know, and I'm pretty sure that the money laws kind of do not apply. That's why people are always getting Swiss bank accounts. But whatever, you know. But let's say they go to like somewhere where they have really strict laws as Higginbottom. Oh, okay. They have really strict financial laws and stuff, stipulations that need to be met in order for you to claim a great fortune here, to claim a to claim a will or estate or something that was left to you, especially if you're from out of the country, right? And so certain jurisdictional laws or international, it's like international money transfer. Okay. IMT. It's something like that. Anyways, certain laws have to be applied, or certain guidelines have to be extended or applied, or applied to the claiming of said estate. And these people tried to come in, and before they even met the stipulations of this certain will or trust or estate here, they tried to revise it, and wherever it is that they are, they just can't come in, walk in all willy-nilly and revise some shit when they have yet to meet the stipulations or the standards of even claiming said fortune here. That raised suspicions with some type of official person. This could be the banker. This could be the estate or trust lawyer here. This could be a court official here. And it raised questions. This person could have been asking them questions before they left. And maybe they said that they were going to leave and go back to their place of origin and collect or get what it is that they were required to give or give as proof, of burden of proof here in order to claim this fortune. And these people haven't been back since, or maybe they did it in such a way where it was real fucking sloppy here. Like real fucking sloppy. Yeah, with the strength and the nine of swords. These people know they fucked up. No, fucked up, right? Yeah. Victory here. They really thought that they were going to have some type of achievement here. They really thought that they were going to get away with whatever this is. And now they're heartbroken here. This main male and this main female that's a false person here. I keep hearing that somebody could work in aviation here. Or a Viva Nation. I don't know what that is. I guess. Give me more on these two people. This main male and this false person. In cahoots with each other. And they're in their head. These people were also linked to... There could have been... Oh, okay. They didn't see... they didn't see whomever they were claiming this fortune from, or pretending to be whomever, right? I don't think that they realized that some type of fingerprinting here was going to come back as not a match here, or it's something here like that. Like there's some type of fingerprint matching up, or DNA matching up here, like, you know, just... You can be real silly, you know? They can be real silly. Like, if this is a fortune of this magnitude, we're talking about a great fortune here, okay? We're talking about millions here, okay? Possibly even billions, okay? The magnitude, the magnitude of this fortune... You can't just walk in and present a fucking ID with your face on it and the name of the person that's on the fucking, as the beneficiary, and say, this is me and I'm coming to claim my fortune. No, there are certain things you have to go through. Fingerprinting, DNA testing here. They possibly do criminal background checks across all countries, across like a global one here. They possibly check on criminal background, living statuses, circumstances. They probably, if these people said that they were married and they never got married, or this main male said he was married to the privileged lady, That's not the main female false person. Say he was married to the privileged lady. These people could have did a background check to find marriage certificates or licenses and stuff, and these people names and stuff. And it's like something, these people fucked up royally, right? Even if they were, let's say that they were asked to send this type of stuff in, they sent this type of stuff in or presented that type of stuff, and then these, as if the court was just going to take these people for fucking face value and not actually do their authentication background checks on the documents that were produced by these people here. They didn't see that these people actually do their work, because they may come from a part of the world where people don't actually do their fucking job. They don't do due diligence with any type of authentication of any type of documentations or DNA check or any blood test or anything, criminal background checks or anything. Somebody also could have been found to be married. This main male, he could have been found to be married somewhere else, at least to one or two other women here. Like, gadzooks, Batman, fuck. People aren't very smart. Blue ball to go down the hole. I'm childish. I know, collective. I know. Ooh. But this is how I feel when I get into the energy, or, you know, energy comes towards me as dumb as this one. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. I'd be so scared of going to jail in some type of international country. They didn't realize that these people were going to look into this shit. Look into this connection. Look into this marriage. They could have found that the marriage didn't even exist. And not only that, this main male was married to other people, or to at least 7 other women. Bro, you talking about dumb. A Queen of Wands insignificant here. Child. That thought they was going to get wish fulfillment here by lying. Trying to present herself to be up in the upright here by lying and saying that she was family here. This could have been like a key star witness here. You know how they have like... you know how they have... Let's say you're going to claim this fortune, right? And you come with this fake ass marriage certificate and all this other stuff. But then they want you to come with at least, like, each person has to come with a witness here. They came, just like when you get married with the justice of peace here. They could have came with a witness here. They could also be something about a fake marriage, or a marriage being found to be fake because a witness was found to be a fake fucking witness, or a liar here. Said that they were there. They signed off that said that they were there at the marriage here, and they were found that this person was somewhere else here. Somebody's family member. That's a whole fucking liar. Yeah, okay, with the Ace of Swords here. Yeah, this person going to jail too for perjury here, and conspiracy to commit here with the 9 of Wands. Yeah, I think that somebody finna sing like a canary bird. La 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 la. Yeah, trying to pretend like they was a Queen of Cups here, and they were independent with this the Strength card, and then the 9 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords, and then the 8 of... So not only that, bro, they was trying to unalive somebody. Like, damn. There's a King of Cups here, bro. There's a King of Cups. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And an Empress. These could be the false people here. A King of Cups and his baby mama that pretended to be somebody else with the 7 of Swords. And not only that, this nigga's dumb enough to be married to several other people here. Like, yeah, they was trying to change something. They was trying to be deceptive and change something. They could have even went in, and this be the dumb shit right here. Let's say that this main male was actually connected to the real privileged lady. Let's say it was like boyfriend, girlfriend, or friends, or something like that. Or let's just say they boyfriend, girlfriend, baby mama, baby daddy, but they broke up or something, and he went in. He intercepted a message to the privileged lady that said, you got a great fortune and we need you to come here and claim such and such and such. So he went and got one of his hoes, his baby mamas, one of his bitches he married to that kind of looked like the privileged lady. And they went and got fake married, and they took a family member with them to lie and sign off in the courts as a witness of the marriage here. And then, bro. Oh Lord. Yep. They just getting dumber and dumber. I'm sorry. People are getting dumber and dumber. They think these crimes and schemes, they've got away with it for a very long time, collective. And then not only that, they try to unalive the original person. So let's say they unalive this. So they, not only that, This is how you know people stupid. Either they did this before or after. This still stupid. They went, this masculine, this main male, and this false female worked together to try and unalive or make it look like that the privileged lady had been unalive, either before or after, but either way, if she's been unalive, who will become the beneficiary? The husband. But certain things would have to take place in order for the husband to, it don't just automatically roll over. This ain't no motherfucking Walmart bucks, nigga. This ain't no V-Bucks. What the fuck? This shit don't roll over. These ain't fucking phone minutes. Remember when we had them phones, split phones, and we had the rollover minutes and shit? This ain't that. Like, what the fuck? A great fortune? Child. Bro, and then these people could have found like a death certificate in this privileged lady's name. Like, it looked like she died off, and then it was kind of like, okay, if she died off, then... Because some here is weird. It's the timelines of something that don't add up, don't align here. Because let's say that at first they had planned on unaliving this female, and they actually unalived her on paper and shit, and they had already took out an insurance policy so they could get money to make themselves look like and be able to present themselves to look like that they come from money already. Then they didn't think that the course that they went to get claim this great fortune was going to check and see if there were any death certificates in this privileged lady's name. So that could have raised a red flag. Or if the death certificate was signed and entered into the system after the fact, after they showed up, this main male and this false lady, they showed up and pretended to be the married couple, and she tried to change something. She tried to get a revision on something to make him the beneficiary in case something happened to her, and then all of a sudden a death certificate pop up in the system. Bro, you can never get me to be a judge. I'm telling you right now. Yeah.
Do we got any more candy left?
No. It's too late for him to have candy anyways.
We won't go to bed.
I got him here. And then they thought that they were going to walk away scot-free. Hey, shut the door. Thank you. Tower. Tower from a distance here. Somebody could be facing like extradition. I'm not even lying here. And the magnitude of these crimes here, the criminal laws or punishment, it carries severe punishments here. Because like I said, stuff like this in other countries, this could be taken like so seriously where people could be placed on yeah, somebody got a message that it was illuminated, that it has been found out about this third party that's a false female, that's not the actual person, and they didn't see this coming. They did not expect or anticipate this. I'm telling you, they thought they had something in the bag. I'm telling you, there's a lot of conflict going on between people. And like I said, there's a community here. So I don't know who this community is. Yeah, about this 10 of Pentacles, I'm telling you. Of a King of Cups here, the wealthy man with the held in high honor here, or that the fortune came from, could be a King of Cups here. Yeah. Or the King of Cups is the main male with some secrets here, that moon energy that they didn't want nobody to find out. Ciao. What's this Three of Pentacles in the reverse? Four of Cups. Some type of offer was rejected here, or some type of the marriage was not the marriage, there are some type of documents that were not able to get authenticated here. They were not able to get some type of documents with that Three of Pentacles. That's documents. They weren't able to get some type of documents, legal documents authenticated here. They have been rejected by the courts here. That's another problem. That Four of Cups with that Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Well, see, they fucked up when they tried to kill off this privileged lady here, or they entered into the system somewhere that a death certificate here about a Queen of Pentacles, the privileged lady. I'm not making this shit up. Not making this shit up, bro. And they can't withdraw some type of statement or some type of content that they place. Some documents have been found to be fraudulent, and they cannot recant those documents. Okay, it says financial insecurity, carelessness, losing money, hard to get, delays, timidity, suspicion, defense, opposition, lack of initiative, wasteful, and unattainable. I cannot make this shit up, bro. And the devil, I'm telling you, these two have been found out to be frauds. And these people, this country, wherever this great fortune is at, they could be looking for these people. If these people got any access, I'm telling you, these people are they are burdened. They are burdened. These people could have, oh man, I cannot make this shit up. They are burdened because they said that the fucking privileged lady died right after the marriage type of shit. That don't raise eyebrows. Empress energy. And also, man, bro, this is so stupid. They could have even said that this woman died in childbirth here. Or they could have entered into the system that the privileged lady died. But then there's also records of her having a child after the date that she was supposed to be disclosed as death. As dead. Seven of Swords, Two of Wands. It was their choice to be deceptive here. Whatever it is that they did, baby, it's being balanced out. It's being found out and it's being balanced out. This King of Cups, Page of Wands, the Strength. And somebody was like gung-ho on it. Somebody was like, if this male got questioned about something, this person went in and they was like, oh no, I know that's not true. Oh no, and this could have sparked an investigation if this man went in and was questioned about the inauthentication or ingenuineness of these fucking documents here. Or they found that this woman didn't die, or she had a baby. They found records that she had a baby after her death here. He could have went in like, no, there's somebody is using her name, or that ain't true because she passed away. I got the documents right here of her death and the funeral and blah 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 blah. And she passed away. Like, nah, somebody using my late deceased wife. Oh, somebody put it on thick with that. Somebody put it on thick and they can't recant. However it is that this person fucking acted, this King of Cups here, however it is that they acted, I mean, they put on a whole fucking show here and they can't take it back now. It's too many things that have been found to be fraudulent. For this Ace of Pentacles here, some type of information that was given up here. King of Pentacles here and the King of Wands here. That looked deep into something or looked at something from a distance, or they saw something, they didn't see something for what it was here, or they saw some shits coming in here. What type of conflict? Hell no. Oh, Lord. Where we at? 38 minutes. So hear me out, collective. You got somebody in a collective, right, that does not know that they are a privileged lady, that something was left to them as a child. They don't know that there's an unclaimed fortune somewhere in their name. I don't know if this divine beings, both of them are exes, or well, let's say they are potential lovers, or they were just lovers, or kids, fathers. One is a husband, whatever the case may be. You got two men who try to claim to be the husband of a privileged lady because they knew. However they knew, I don't know. I feel like that they couldn't have been in cahoots. It's like Two people, it's like, y'all know how y'all look up that unclaimed money here, and sometimes that it be so big they don't give an amount. They tell you have to contact the bank or contact the state here, and you have to go through or submit certain documentation. And if it's a great fortune here, some things you got to come there in person. You got to submit all kind of documentation, all kinds of shit, not just a birth certificate and an ID. You have to submit all types of shit here, right? So let's say that whoever this woman is, this privileged lady, never knew about this unclaimed fortune, but she was going with somebody who was like money hungry. So they were looking into schemes and ways to get rich quick schemes and shit. And this person found out about this unclaimed money and decided that they were going to work together with a false female here in order to claim this money and pretend like that them two were married and make it look like she died. And then she, the false person would go in pretending to be her and then have a revision done where she would make the husband the beneficiary of her fucking this unclaimed fortune here, right? And then you got another masculine energy here. I don't know how this masculine knows the privileged lady, but they tried to also claim this unclaimed money here some kind of way. It could have been with a false person, or they could have pretended to be married to this person. There are a lot of people out there that are looking on them unclaimed money and unclaimed fund sites and shit, and when they see them great fortunes, there's some type of fight, some type of conflict, some type of competition going on with people, men particularly, who are pretending to be connected to, either they were at one point or they pretending to be connected to a privileged lady who don't even know she has this fucking unclaimed money, like a large lump sum here. And there are men pretending to be or fake connecting to this woman so they can try and get their hands on this money. And you got 2 and 3 masculines, a king of cups, a king of wands, and a fucking, what was it? Emperor, a king of pentacles here. Wherever he went, a king of pentacles here. Okay? That's been trying to make it look like they are all connected to this woman in some kind of way or another to get their hands on this fucking money. The only person that don't know about it is the actual privileged lady here. Where's the privileged lady in this? Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. Where is the privileged lady in all of this? Where is she? I see something sticking out. I'm not going to take it, but I'm going to see. With her kids, or she has children. Or she was walked away, somebody she was walked away from in the past by one of these masculines to be with a third party here, and then he found out about the fortune that he tried to fight for, that he tried to steal from her to get his wish fulfillment. Oh, come on. Like come on. Like, come on. This is like breaking up with somebody and then looking into their money and shit. This King of Cups keep coming out. This is like being in a relationship with somebody, having kids with them, and then you leave that person for a third party, and then y'all going through money problems, or you just nosy and just greedy as fuck for money, and then you go look at unclaimed property here, and you find that your baby mama or your ex has a fortune that is unclaimed in her name that she knows nothing about here. You know she don't know nothing about it because it's still unclaimed. And then you try to get back with her, but it don't work. So then you and the third party devise a plan to unalive her so the third party can step into her light or her spotlight or shoes and pretend to be her. And y'all go get fake married in this woman's name. Then y'all go and literally present yourself to the courts with this false ass fucking that was signed by a witness, a lying ass witness family member, or somebody that lied and said they were the family member of this privileged lady here. Y'all go and present all these fake ass fucking documents here, and then when the documents go get authenticated, something else pops up in the system, because here's another man, possibly an ex, a lover, a boyfriend or something, who done found out about this unclaimed money as well, or they came towards this privileged lady and because they knew about the unclaimed money, and they are trying to claim that they are the husband of this privileged lady and shit like that. Like, and not only that, I'm also here with this Ace of Wands, baby, with this Ace of Wands and King of Wands. Not only that, the third party that this King of Cups had pretending to be this privileged lady, it's been found that she is married to a fucking King of Wands, that these two were conspiring together to take out the King of Cups, and the King of Wands was going to pretend to be the King of Cups. I cannot with people, bro. telling you. I'm telling you. The third party didn't even love the King of Cups. She was just fucking with him because she learned about this unclaimed money of his ex. So she went along with the fucking plan. But she also was in love with a King of Wands. And they had a little scheme on the side going on where they were going to unalive the King of Cups and get this money. Crime never pays, guys. Crime never pays. Queen of Swords. I mean, she's straight cutthroat. With that Ace of Cups, she's straight cutthroat. Judgment. Judgment has been called on them all here. There could be warrants out for all these people's arrests. Oh, you talking about stupid. I also hear that the King of Cups and the King of Wands could have been locked up together and were lovers. Man, I'm not even finna play with y'all. I'm not finna play with y'all. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Look. Is this some shit like Diabolique or some shit like that? Diabolique. If y'all ever seen that movie, Diabolique. Hunty, it couldn't be me, babe. Look, these motherfuckers are fighting. Fighting. There's so much conflict going on between these two. Not sword fighting. I'm sick of it. Not sword fighting. Look, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. The card said it. He was a fairy. Yeah, he was a fairy. Yeah, with a fatty. I don't know what's going on here, bro. This some shit like Diabolique or something. I cannot even make it up about this Ten of Pentacles. I don't know where to go with this one. It was like the King of Cups worked with this false main female to pretend to be an ex. But he also was working with another dude who he was locked up with, who he was sword fighting with. They could have been like in-house lovers or jailhouse lovers. And they were planning on betraying the false female. But the false female also had something going on either with this same King of Wands or another masculine that could be like a King of Pentacles. And they were working together to betray the King of Cups here. And I don't know, bro. Like, this is wild. Oh, okay. I mean, okay. Shucks to be them. Shucks to be them. Because they've been found out. You've been had. Yeah. And whoever this lying-ass person is that signed off on this marriage license as a witness here, this person is going to jail here. This person is going to jail. This Queen of Swords in the reverse could actually be the actual justice of peace here. This could be somebody that has the title or they have the credentials to sign off on marriage certificates or licenses here, and they could have signed off on this license here. They have been found to be that was inauthentic. It was inauthentic. However it comes out, this person could have like an expired justice of peace sigil or signature or something like that, bro. Man, I ain't even finna stay in here too long. I'm telling you, dude, this was an inside job here. With this justice of peace here, so they can leave somebody in poverty from a house here. It's like taking out. How does putting the privileged person who don't know about their money, how does putting them in poverty secure you getting their fortune? I really want people to think about this long or hard here. I just want people to think long and hard about this shit. Like, are these people okay? Like, yeah, we're gonna put her in poverty and make her lose a place to stay and make her homeless and that way she'll never learn about her fortune. I guess she'll be so tied up in her having to always never having somewhere to live that But we still haven't factored in the fact that you're going to a court, a bank, official place, and claiming to be somebody for a great fortune, like they're not going to do their fact checking. Oh Lord, there's an Eight of Wands here. They looking for these people. There's warrants that's being issued here. There's warrants that are being issued here because they also found many different indicators with the Eight of Wands that the privileged lady is alive and healed here. Okay, there's some type of bounty hunter on somebody's head, bro. It is. Third parties. All three of these I don't know if it's 3 or 4 people, but they fighting behind the scenes about this shit. I'm telling you. Somebody found out somebody found out that once they got this done, that the other person was working with somebody else to unalive them. Somebody else found out that the person that they were with, they thought they were heterosexual. This person been sword fighting with they prison wife or something like that here. When I say he was a fairy. Yep. And she, the false person, the false lady, she didn't see that, and she didn't see that some shit was gonna trigger an investigation here. Okay, about who was laying with who was sleeping with who was married to who was in cahoots to who. They really had hopes about this shit. So now you got the X, man, bro. I cannot make this shit up. It's saying old love, good news, acceptance, new relationship. You got the X, the original one. This possibly the King of Cups that's been trying to get back into connection here with the X, the baby mama, the one they supposed to be, the actual privileged lady. They try to get back into connection with and get back in good with this person here. Why? A Queen of Cups here. Somebody twin flame. That's a Queen of Wands here. And Justice. But I feel like this Queen of Wands pretended to be this Queen of Cups. That's what I feel like. For this justice, in the justice system here. And now these motherfuckers, they walking away with their tail tucked between their legs because it's been found out. They have been found out. Oh, there's a King of Wands here. There's a King of Wands. I don't know if this person was like an undercover here. That was like if an investigation was triggered here. There's a King of Wands here. That's an investigator who was put on the trail of the actual privileged lady, to follow the trail of the actual privileged lady here. Okay. And I'm telling you, this King of Wands is an investigator, like an undercover private investigator here internationally. That's what I really feel like, that got the information they needed in order to send these motherfuckers to jail. And oh, he could love and want a victory with the actual privileged lady here. Because he already a King of Pentacles, and that's the Tower. Because a person with money really can't be bought with money. If you are already satisfied with your financial status, you can't be bought with money. But, you know, and that's in any respects, whether you have a little or a lot. You can't be bought with money here, okay? And that's the Ace of Swords fucking true. And that's why this shit is over here. It's over with for these people. For these people thought they was going to leave somebody out of their great fortune, okay? With the Nine of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and they work with family to do this here. And these motherfuckers finna have to surrender this Ten of Pentacles because they could have already gotten their hands on it. But I'm telling you, some type of shit that they did sparked their investigation here. You said a community of Coven Black, a community of fucking buffoons here. A community of fucking buffoons, bro. Trying to sacrifice somebody. They just sacrifice themselves. Judgment has been called. I'm telling you, they trying to sacrifice each other. When I say somebody either is singing like a bird or something, somebody been questioned here. Somebody has been questioned. This King of Cups. I cannot make this shit up, bro. He in the Five of Pentacles now. Because everybody he worked with, and I feel like that there have been many working hands with this shit. Like, it was like, the deeper this motherfucker realized that he was in some deep shit or couldn't answer questions or couldn't produce what it is the courts were asking for here, this person got more and more and more and more people involved. Just because you get a whole bunch of people involved don't mean that the shit is going to turn out favorable or in your fucking favor. That just means that you a whole bunch of fucking different working parts that now you gotta watch these people, pay these people, worry about these people. The more people that you do crimes and dirt with, the more people can tell on you. That's all that means to me. You know that Yin Yang Twin song, smoke by myself, drink by myself, cut when I want by my goddamn self, for real, by my goddamn self. He said, he ain't gonna tell on his goddamn self. He do his dirt on his own. He ain't gonna tell on his goddamn self. That's what he said. And you got a King of Cups here that really it's like all these different people, they betraying each other, but then they get all these other people involved, probably people who work for the court system, like paying people in their jurisdiction, people that work as court clerks, police officers, shit like that, giving them money to pay them off and get them in cahoots with them to help make a story look more believable. But all that means is that you just add in a whole bunch of corrupt ass people who, one, they can tell on you, and two, they gonna have their own fucking agenda aside from what you have going on. If you work with a criminal, don't ever think that you're not gonna be criminalized or that you're not gonna be fucking betrayed. It's just crazy to me about this Wheel of Fortune. About this Wheel of Fortune, they don't even belong to none of these motherfuckers. They all wanted this. They all wanted their greedy paws on this fucking Wheel of Fortune here, and they was really out here on some player shit. And they in their head. Because somebody has been found to be married to somebody else and not the actual privileged lady here. They ain't got nothing to do but to walk away here. Because the possibilities are endless about this Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, Lovers, and Temperance energy. An investigator, which is possibly this divine feminine's actual divine masculine, got put on her trail because of the fucking an investigation that was sparked about something that's going on about unclaimed fortune here. Unclaimed fortune. There's a Ten of Pentacles. There's the Page of Wands, okay? That's indicating to me that something was supposed to be handed over or something was supposed to be told to somebody when they were a very young child about a Ten of Pentacles that belongs to them, but they kept it secret. A King of Cups. I don't know who this King of Cups is. They kept it secret. A King of Cups and a King of Swords here that was trying to keep it secret. These two could have been fucking around too. Like, what the fuck is going on? To try and unalive the real privileged lady since she was a child here. And they couldn't do it because this person has an anointing over their life, and it left them heartbroken because they knew in the future that this woman was going to come into this fucking money with the Three of Wands and ships coming in here. They knew that. And they knew they were going to have to give over this information sooner than later or in the future. Eventually, this is what I'm getting with the Three of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. Eventually, they were going to have to give up the information, the news to this privileged lady about her money. So these motherfuckers work hard to still do magic on this privileged lady's new beginning here. There's a Queen of Swords who's in conflict here because she sent motherfuckers towards the healed person. This is the divine being here to fight and cause conflict with it. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's too many criminals here doing criminal shit. Think of that. All it takes is one person to do one little small criminal fucking activity that'll make the whole fucking thing come down. It don't matter how many people are working together. And now these people have been watched and under investigation. And they know this. At least 1 or 2 or 5 of these fucking people know that. And they're in their head about this shit here. Because you got a lover that is an investigator here that was hired by the courts, possibly a King of Wands here that was King of Wands, King of Pentacles that was hired by the courts here to protect this woman, this privileged lady here, and keep her in this balanced energy here, and keep her life as balanced as possible, because these people have been trying to rig this woman's life up to get this woman to go to jail and everything, but these people are going to fucking jail. Something has already been issued here. An indictment has been issued on these people with the judgment. I cannot make it up. And indictments have went out. And they looking for these motherfuckers. There's a warrant for these people fucking here. There's bounties on these people's head here. There's a bounty hunter that's on these people's fucking ass here. They also been sending, man, bro. They've been sending lovers towards this privileged lady. From all different directions and stuff. Like fake lovers in here, or people that pretend to love her so they can move her out the way of her Wheel of Fortune that an emperor left her. Baby, I don't know who this King of Wands is, but baby, He is going to make sure that this privileged lady, whomever she is, Queen of Cups energy, Nine of Pentacles, she can have earth and water in her chart a lot. He is going to make sure that this woman walks away with her motherfucking her shit and her house. Because he knows intuitively, but also he has the evidence piled up that this privileged lady is the actual benefactor or beneficiary of this house and this money. A Queen of Cups. I cannot make this shit up. A Queen of Cups. He knows. There's this King of Wands that is sure about this Queen of Cups energy. She a High Priestess energy. He's a High Priestess energy. They are matches here, but she's also a Queen of Cups here. And he knows how this Queen of Wands went into the Justice Department being greedy and pretending to be the fucking Queen of Cups. And that shit over with. There's a dirty offer here, but something has been released here. There's also some shit about some pictures being released on the news here with this Queen of Wands face on it, looking for any information on her here. There's a warrant out, a worldwide warrant for this bitch, an international warrant here for this bitch, a Queen of Wands energy here. Cannot make it up. For anybody that has information on this woman's whereabouts. And there's some shit she didn't see coming that she would be investigated to the depths of her. Where she come from, her places. And this woman also is in some fucking trouble here for unaliving another person here too. To have a victory, I'm telling you, she going to jail for a lot of shit. Yep. Whoo, Lord. Do we want to ask a question here? Because I mean, just people just they just, you know, the hero's trail, the map with no names. Oh, fucking A, bro. Hold on. Man, listen, I could not make this shit up. Look what was flipped. Look. These two was flipped. Ain't no reason they should be flipped. The lost child. You hear me? And the worn shoes. Yeah, okay. Okay. The map with no names. This child, this privileged lady, she could be a lost child, a long lost child of somebody. She could be like an outside child of a wealthy man. And her name, she could have been adopted out by family members, aunts, uncles, grandmother, whoever. And her name could have been changed here. But in her original name, okay, she's a long lost child of a wealthy man here. She's like an outside child here. I'm telling you, that was overshadowed here. They try to make this privileged lady look like she disappeared, or this could have even been his wife. If he had a baby out of wedlock or a baby outside of his marriage, this would be like a child where they don't want the child to be talked about, and they send the child out to be to be Cinderella, bro. I can't fucking make it up. To be Cinderella with this glass slipper energy. And this could be this masculine's wife. The Queen of Swords could be the wife. The wife very much so could have hated that this child was born. The thread of fate. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Like the warrior. And this child actually overcame shit and actually grew up to be somebody very strong, courageous, somebody very intuitive here. And this woman tried to defy her trial. This woman tried to burn this child at the stake and even burn every bit of evidence of this fucking child here. The ticking clock. And that time is up for that shit. The poison apple. When I say, whomever this wealthy man is, I don't know if he passed away or if he's passing away, but he got a wife that don't like that he had a baby by somebody else, either before her or outside of their marriage. They paid a lot of money to get rid of this child or to get rid of the existence of this child here, but money was still left to this child. This is like adopting the child out and changing the child's name, but when the adoptive parents were supposed to tell the child when the child got a certain age that their real name and that they had this fortune, is like family working together with fake ass lovers and shit to steal this fortune. That's why the privileged lady don't know shit about it. The turning leaf. the dragon's lair, the unfinished story, the magic mirror, the broken healer, and the map with no names in the hidden compass here. They thought that they would never come to the point here. All these people, but especially this man's wife here, she thought she would never come to the point where the child whose name was changed would make their way or make their direction or even be like divinely guided back to who they truly were, who their original name, and this fucking fortune here with the new dawn. What else? The final gate. Somebody could be Asian descent. Let's say that. Yeah, because, you know, Asian have really strict practices when it comes to marriages and even like infidelity and somebody don't have to be Asian. They could be some type of Pacific Islander. But if there's any type of Asiatic in this wealthy man's background or anything, like predominantly, they have real strict rules and policies when it comes to infidelity and marriage and having children outside of your marriage or even children outside of wedlock. Let's say that this Asiatic man, he was in aviation and he flew all over the country and he had a child with a different race that his race does not recognize as being something that's valuable or something that's worth claiming. And so therefore he had to give over his parental rights or even adopt the child out or give out over his parental rights of this child. And the child was adopted out for whatever reason here, and money was paid to change the child's name, but it's also written in the will that this child was adopted out to X, Y, and Z people here. And on this birthday of the child would know that they had a great fortune set to the side for them. And you got a man that went back off, if he is Asiatic, and this is nothing against the culture. This is what I'm saying here. This is why we fight against traditional norms and standards, because of shit like this. He went back and possibly to his original country. He got honors. He became a high honor masculine. He could have got, like, you know, whatever type of awards or trophies or recognition that people in aviation get. And you know, like, he could have went off and married somebody in his own race or own culture here, and he could have told this woman about the child that he had prior to her and the child that is with a woman of a different race here outside of their culture, and that he left the child's name is XYZ, and the child lives here, and that he adopted the child out, and that he left a fortune for this child. And the wife could have been jaded about this shit. I'm talking about jealous about this shit. From the time that this man told this woman, this man could have went and been married to this woman for a long time before he ever even disclosed this outside child here to this woman. And the woman been gunning for this child every fucking since, bro, with the labyrinth and the open door. Been gunning for this child. The fortune, every fucking thing. Hating that this child is a bridge, is connected to this man. Let's say this man and this woman never had children, or she couldn't bear children. And this outside child of a different race or whatever culture, that's his only living child, his only biological living child, or his first heir to his fucking fortune. And his tradition, even though it doesn't claim or recognize outside children or children of different cultures or ethnicities or races here, his tradition says that the firstborn child is supposed to inherit this fucking wealth from this man, along with the honor, along with the home, along with the everything. And this woman did not like that shit. There's the bridge here and the wise guy and the unfinished story here. Wow. The thread of fate here. 108. Yep, the shapeshifter. That's this woman's energy. There's a significant wife energy here that's at a fucking crossroads. She finna go to prison too. I don't know how old she is. The envious rival. Can't make it up. I was waiting on that shit to come out. One from here. The wise guide here. One from here. Just one. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. The silent curse. Okay. The silent curse from the shapeshifter ass wife who didn't like the wisdom or the knowing of this child's existence. What unspoken pain or past experience is still affecting you? How can you break its hold? Like I said, this man could have You know, he could have flown around the world, already been married, and got somebody pregnant here. And it was agreed upon with him and the child's mother that they would never speak of him being the father, or he would never be in the child's life because of his wife, because of his culture, because of his practices or beliefs here. Okay? And he eventually told the wife about it, possibly on his deathbed here. Yeah, this man could have told this woman this on his deathbed. I don't know how long this man been gone, but collective, that's it for that particular read. I'm gonna release y'all energy and that energy back to its respective places. If the message seems to resonate with you, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button at the very least. If you are subscribed to the channel, make sure that your notification bells are turned on to all or clicked onto all. I'm gonna call my energy back, my power back, my energies essence back to me from that particular read, and I'm gonna close all doors and portals, including cracks, crevices, to and from my energy, so that I can bring myself back to a state of balance and equilibrium, reestablishing and regaining control of all my vitality, my energy, my energy's essence, my magic, my power, my abundance, and all variations of such. Collective, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in. That's what I'm talking about, Steve Virage. Yep. You know what? Revenge has its own trail. You know? Aries moon. Okay. But y'all, thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in. I hope that whatever I said brought truth, clarity, and awareness to you in your life wherever you are. And as I always like to say, when I release y'all back to y'all respective places with your energy, your own energy, don't let this world define you, collective. Define yourself like I define me, because I am your girl, Shay, the dual alchemist, your dual nature being. And I will see you guys in the next one, collective. Thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in and supporting your girl. Be sure to check and click on the community tab for any updates for my other channel and for any donations if you are ready and willing. Until next time, collective, peace